we are seeing in our justice system, in our criminal system, where we see people who commit true, evil, horrible, violent crimes, and somehow they're only in prison for a couple of years and they're out, back to do the things again. And then you see someone who commits a victimless crime, right? Where really no one else has been harmed, and maybe except for yourself, I guess. And boy, you're locked up for 30 years. There's a bit of imbalance here when it comes to criminalization, over criminalization, and how consequences should really tie into actions for someone who's really committing true evil. And I think we've really kind of lost that balance in a lot of our justice system. But consequences have got to exist. But we need to ask the question, do the consequences fit the crime? Even when I discipline my children, sometimes, and you guys could probably relate to this, sometimes the discipline or the consequences fit the crime, right? You're like, you know what? You did this, to your sister or to your mom or whatever, and this is the consequence, right? And sometimes the consequence is fair and just and right, and sometimes, I'll admit, might be a little too much or might not be enough. And we kind of see that in our justice system, right? So Galatians 6:7 says, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. So understanding that if we sow to things that are evil or wrong for culture, society, or for others, there are consequences to that. And depending on what you do, the consequences are different.